Would you let a robot master your music? Now that sounds like some kind of futuristic Jetsons ridiculous notion, but I'll tell you what, I was skeptical. You're probably skeptical, but you can get a free trial of this, test it out on your own music, and you can either decide that yes, this is cool, or no, it sucks. The website is called Lander. I think it's called Lander. LANDR.com. And the idea is that you can get your music mastered with simple drag and drop functionality. Yeah. Like I said, I thought it was crazy until I tried it, and I'll get to my opinion on that later. Let me tell you some things up front. I was using a Google Chrome internet browser running a Windows 7 64-bit operating system and a Verizon Fios 5050 internet account. Upload, very, very fast. The website, very simple and easy to use. It did crash on me a couple times, but I think that's because I had like 30 tabs open in Chrome like I normally do. A quick refresh fixed everything. For the trial, I uploaded the country music mix that I've been working on as of late, and an older mix for a heavy metal song. Both at 32-bit floating point, 44.1 kilohertz sampling rate. Once you upload the file, on the second page, it'll ask you what intensity level you want your master to be. And this is all about the loudness wars. It actually says, choose your side in the loudness wars, opt for more detail and dynamic range, or slam it with sophistication. I wanted to see how good this thing worked, so I chose medium for the country song, which closely matched my own master, and high intensity for the heavy metal song. Once your file is uploaded, it will switch back and forth about once every, say, 6 or 7 seconds from the original mix to the mastered file. Or you can manually select which one you want to hear in the preview. You're allowed to have unlimited music previews at absolutely no charge, but you are limited to just 2 192 kilobits per second MP3 files. And the previews that I heard through Chrome sounded just fine to my ears. So, what did I think about it? I was stunned because there were some people on the Gear Sluts internet forum who were pretty much blasting this service, and I was expecting it to be terrible. And I was pleasantly surprised. The country song sounded awesome through Lander. The heavy metal song did need some EQ tweaks, but it retained what I did for it in the mixing, which really was kind of a muddy sounding mix unintentionally. And I was really most impressed by the fact that even though I chose heavy intensity, it wasn't squashing the life out of the song like some mastering engineers would do. Now, I will say this. The downside of Lander is that a large part of mastering is that you are going to make your song sound equal across an entire album. So I think there might be some problems with the way they handle files in that aspect. But for one-off singles, for something that you really need to have fast, I think the service would come in handy. For not just bedroom musicians or engineers, but professionals as well. And to be honest with you, I feel weird saying that, but I was really impressed by the results this thing gave me. Now, the one thing you won't get with using a robot mastering engineer is that mastering engineer can't say, hey, look, you got to remix this song. They also won't be able to do a few other things that a real mastering engineer would do, such as taking out silence, doing fade outs, a number of things, doing PQ codes, doing ISRC. There's so many different things that mastering entails, more than just EQ, limiting, exciting, stereo image manipulation. There's way more to mastering than just the processing that goes into it. But like I said, for the price, and I tell you, if you can't afford mastering, legitimate mastering, which varies between $30 per song to, I don't know what Bob Lugwood charges, but I'm sure it's more than $100 per song. If you can't afford that, this is a great alternative because you can get this, I believe, for $39 per month, and you get unlimited tracks at 16-bit 44.1 kilohertz. So you can do an entire album for $39, which isn't a bad deal at all. And if you want higher quality, they do offer that for $20 per track. So you get 24-bit and then whatever sampling rate you uploaded your song to for I think it's $19.99 per track. But I always just say $20 because 1 penny, come on, man, don't try to fool me with that. But anyway, like I said, I was really shocked by what this was able to do for me. So I would check it out if I were you. You don't have anything to lose except for a little bit of time. And let me hear some of your comments. What kind of songs did you guys send through it? Which genres? Because I only did 2 genres. I want to hear what this thing sounds like on electronic music, on rap music, on pop music, on classical even. Let's send some classical tracks through this. And, maybe we can compile some Lander masters on the Real Home Recording server so everybody can download and hear for themselves the difference between the tracks. This has been Adam for RealHomeRecording.com, and hopefully I'm not going to be replaced by a robot one day when it comes to mixing and recording.